Hello guys, welcome back. So the brain is slowly coming back online. I'm feeling a lot better. I went against all known advice for allergies and I had spicy kimchi tuna last night. I had some for lunch and surprisingly it's helping. Kimchi is magical. Anyhow, spicy food is magical. It's supposed to be like the very last thing you have when you have seasonal allergies. It's supposed to make it worse, but spicy foods always made me feel better. I don't know. Um, Odin took advantage of my confusion. Between the letter that I got in the mail telling us we're all getting another 1400 and really not understanding it in my brain fog, and a few news articles I saw about the money coming because I'd seen these within the last week or so. I thought we were all getting another 1400. Eventually, my darlings, the fog lifted, and I realized he was talking about something he did back in March. But I got this letter in May, so for some reason my brain, fog-rattled brain, read that as I did this last week, not I did this 2 months ago. And needless to say, we've all probably already gotten our money long ago and spent it. I really thought another 1400 was coming. And so Odin totally took advantage and he put that wolf paw out and he made sure I got myself two little wolves. He made sure I got a humidifier for myself because it does help with the allergies, at least for me. And it was one of those things where once the fog is clearing, I'm really glad I didn't go on the spree I wanted to go on because I thought 1400 had just fallen out of the sky for all of us. And Odin took advantage because he loves me. Because he loves me. Because he wanted me to have two little treats because he knew I would enjoy it. And because we all understand that this is going to be something for all of us now. And it's going to be once a year. It's not going to happen. We're not going to also do this in, June, July, August, September. We're not doing a big, huge thing for Halloween. We'll keep it small. And we're not doing a huge Christmas blowout or a Yule blowout. We're keeping that small too. We agree. This is the one thing this year we can go crazy with. If we want to reuse some decorations for those other holidays or put up other decorations we have, fine. But this is it. This is instead of going on a vacation. This is instead of, buying fancy luggage or something else I have no use for. This is instead of doing something like that. And Odin took advantage of my confusion because he's a trickster for one, and he adores me for one, and wolves. And he wanted me to take care of myself. He knew I would just keep putting up pans of water till the end of time, and he's like, no, you're getting a humidifier. So I got one. And the gods will do that sometimes. They will trick us for our own good. Loki has tricked me for my own good into doing stuff. Odin has had me order stuff, weirdly sometimes like at 4 in the morning, and then it like comes like by 4 that day. The one thing he wanted for Loki. And if you pay attention to those things, you realize the gods are taking care of you. As someone commented recently, they're waiting for a sign for Thor, they're waiting for a sign for Thor, and they got rain out of nowhere, and I said, well, that's your sign. That's your sign. I know we like to big up Thor, and he's associated with thunderstorms, and so we like to paint this kind of heavy metal, cool dude version with epic thunderstorms and, lightning and thundering across the sky. That's all well and good, but he's also the god of farmers. So a gentle misting rain can also be Thor, because that is wonderful for certain plants. Plants love that. A gentle spring rain can also be Thor. Yeah, you could think Freya and Njord as well, but that can also be Thor. Um, Fertility, so baby animals, that can also be Thor. So babies, that can be Thor. Halloween weddings, that can be Thor. All these wonderful, more gentle, more subtle aspects can be Thor. And I said, well, you got your sign. I'm sorry for the person because, sometimes we expect it has to be, especially you run into those bro dudes. Yeah, if it was Thor answering you, you would have a thunderstorm drop out of nowhere and the whole house would shake, and that's how I know. They probably never got that. Or if they did, they shouldn't assume that because they did, everybody gets it. You don't. You don't. Once in a lifetime, we ask for some kind of sign like snow or fog or rain or a thunderstorm, and we get it. Maybe a couple times in a lifetime. But it doesn't come every single time. And it doesn't mean that the gods ignored us. It doesn't mean that they don't love us. It just means that we do have, natural weather patterns. And even if you know the rain's coming, you can still take it, for example, as a chance to connect with Thor or Njord or Freya, whoever you're working with. It would be like not connecting with the old man every time it snows. The old man loves winter. The old man was built for winter. He glories in it. I've strongly developed an attachment with him for winter, though I don't think anyone else does, but he adores winter. So even though it's May, I was going, we could use some snow. I could use some snow for my birthday. That's what I want. I want heaps of snow. And he looked at me, he goes, not even on that good. Now, there would be people that say you should go to Older Scotty for that, but to me, Odin's my winter god. But it's been one of those things where as I realized I did whatever this damage is to myself, and I realized I can do a lot. I'm drinking a lot of tea and that to help with the allergies and watching the temperatures on my bath and everything else. I am on the mend. It's going to probably take a couple more weeks. I am still pretty sleepy today. But we have International House of Awesome up and going. We're doing a lot of fun stuff together. Well, by fun stuff I mean we're taking it easy. Odin made sure I wrote a thank you letter to that developer for doing that with that game. They didn't have to. I know a lot of you guys don't like games, but I can't tell you how rare that is to see someone release a game and go back in and do this much work. I can't tell you how exceptional that is. I could count on one hand the number of developers I've interacted with that did that. Most developers will maybe put in a set amount of work, but then once they figure they've done good enough, they walk away and you can never find them again. There are many a meditation and other VR apps I have, for example, that were just abandoned because they figured, well, we did all this hard work. Why aren't you happy? Because it's broken now, it doesn't work. Are you ever coming back? This is one of the very rare developers, this one and the one for Nature Tracks VR, are very rare to see such determination and fire and passion to put it all into that job. And for him to go back in and make first that game we saw yesterday free for everyone forever, and then to be remaking this game totally for free and not going, oh, this is the master copy and charging us all an arm and a leg to get the good version of the game, that's exceptionally rare. I've only seen it exactly once in this case, and I said, in the thank you note that I'm proud of them, that they have this much passion and drive, and he admitted that he made the game for the child at 4, and now she's 8, and he still wants her to have something beautiful and even better. I said, that's wonderful, and it's wholesome, and it's creative. I haven't seen anything that creative in ages, so Odin was like, you should show your appreciation because there's no reason he had to do that. He could have made his game, said, well, I did good enough, and walked away, which is what 99.9 to infinity developers do. They go, I did good enough, and they walk away. It takes a certain passion and drive and dedication to do that. So that was like one of the most wholesome things I've seen all year. And it was fun playing that game, and it's the water balloon fights. You guys didn't get to see those, but water balloon fights, snowball fights. There's a Grand Theft Auto kind of kiddie thing where you drive cars all around town and there's going to be hang gliders and there's already hot air balloons, and I found in the original game you can jump on the swans that are in the park and they will fly and you can ride a swan as it flies around. So let you ride on a turtle. Lots of cool stuff to do in that game. But I know this is really not going anywhere, but we just wanted to make stuff to touch base with you guys, so I don't think I'll throw ads on this one. But I'm doing better. I'm on the mend. I'm just really tired and sleepy right now. But all the gods, I've been lucky to have good relationships with them. They're helping me mend. And, Odin and Loki are always going to be my favorite. Some days it tips towards Odin, and Loki's a big enough god not to mind. He knows Odin can be charming and wonderful and mysterious when he wants to. But then there are days where it tips towards Loki, and Odin tries not to mind too much, though they will both push each other out of the way. And it's actually Thor's day, so happy Thor's day. Thor kind of just stands in the back and waits until he gets his turn of attention. Every so often he comes through, not even his dad's gonna fight him, but so happy Thor's day to you guys. I am pretty sleepy, so I'm gonna wrap it up. but just wanted to touch base with you guys. And if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.